Ladies and gentlemen, this morning's replay is me in the Marceau. Yeah, I have a tier 10 DD. I know at some stage I absolutely despise DDs. I still don't play a lot of them, even though I try and do a little bit better in them. Marceau, tier 10, Cole DD. She's French, super fast, no smoke, no heal, and I absolutely love it. I play it. Now, while I don't sit and smoke, there is no smoke. Anyway, watch and see. Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant ship. That's it. Unfortunately, I just got the news. My wife's been diagnosed with COVID this morning. So if for the next few days my content is a little bit sketchy or there isn't content on the scheduled days, I do hope you understand. She does take priority over providing video content for you guys. Otherwise, stay safe out there, people. Take care. Cheers. Right, so the other night I was playing with Jagged in his Ohio, Jeff in his Republique, and I was in the Marceau. We got Greece. Well, Greece is an interesting map. It's not one of the maps I dislike too much. There's a good multiple strategies to play this game. I should really restart Strategy Sunday again. Now, the only other DD on our side is a Benson, which puts me in a bit of a pickle. You see, the Marceau isn't what I would call a capping DD. I've got a surface detection of 7 kilometers. I do not have smoke, and I do not have hydro. So in all, not a DD that you can really cap with. I do run the Cole mod for the speed boost. So when I kick the speed boost in, I've got speed boost for about 4 minutes. And I've got 4 of those consumables. Their cooldown is 1 minute 20. So I can go full speed for about 16 odd minutes. So for most of the match, which is super, super handy. But with nobody else, and I see the Benson going for A cap, and nobody else coming for B, I decide, all right, let me try for B. There is this little island that I can shelter behind. Maybe, just maybe, I can pull this off. My biggest concern on their side, I think, they also have a Cleveland and a Petropavlovsk, and those guys have radar. They can easily detect me. My torpedoes, not something I can really mention. I think they are something like 7 kilometer torpedoes. So by the time I'm that close to you, it's very much YOLO Emilio or Paolo Emilio type torpedoes. But yeah. So there we've got one player already clicking his lungs away, directing who should go where, etc. Now, I did cap for about 20 seconds, and then I got contested in B. So that's one of the enemy DDs. And there's a whole bunch of battleships pushing up there. Marceau first, North Carolina. I see the Cleveland is going south, but towards A-ish, so I'm not too worried about him. But yeah, Marceau first, Iowa, and a North Carolina pushing in here. Attention, reporting the target position. Now, I haven't fired my speed boost, purely for the reason that if I need to get out of dodge, I can fire it, and then I've got 4 minutes of speed boost. I find myself behind an island here with a Marceau first coming in, and I decide, look, I'm not detected, so I might as well start shooting. If I can chunk off 5 or 10,000 XP, 5 or 10,000 hit points from him, it might help. Get a fire on him, get him to run his damage control, you never know. Could be good. So the Hissy Yang there is contesting the cap. I don't have to worry about the Hissy Yang. Hissy Yang has deep water torpedoes. Now, for those that are not familiar with World of Warships, it just basically means what it says. The torpedoes run deep under the surface of the ocean, and they cannot hit the keel of a destroyer, which it doesn't protrude so deep through the surface. Some deep waters will hit cruisers, other deep waters will only hit battleships. In this particular case, I'm not too worried about the Siang. He cannot hit me with his torpedoes because my keel is too high. But I can hit him with my torpedoes. So I see the North Carolina and the Iowa pushing up there, and I decide, oh well, can we rain some destruction on them? I do need to pull forward and backwards and juke it a little bit, because I do have 3 people aiming at me, including an Ibuki back there. An Ibuki is a bit of a problem. The Grosse Kurfürst has started pushing in on me, which is not good. And unfortunately I get touched by the Ibuki and he gets a reset. I managed to get a fire on this Grosse Kurfürst. But I need to judge very carefully where I stand, because if I show a little bit too much, he's got amazing secondary guns, as you can see there, and they start shooting at me. And they are quite accurate. They lose Petropavlovsk. My friend Jagged kills one, and we lose in Ohio, unfortunately. I get another fire on this Grosse Kurfürst. But he is unfortunately blocking the cap points. And then on the sort of left side of this island, a Kansas pushes out. And the Kansas pushing is a strange beast already, because it's one of the slowest battleships in the game. But okay. So I call it out to Jeff and Jagged and say, hey guys, there's a Kansas here. Let's kill the Kansas. They get a fire. He is getting absolutely hammered by Republic of Bismarck, Ohio, and myself, as well as in Alaska. So he's not going to make it very long. We've managed to secure 2 of the 4 caps. They've only got their starting cap. And this hipper hits me for a nasty amount, about 2,000. But in firing, he exposes way too much of himself. And my team starts chunking him down. Biggest problem is that sign you see there is now hydroacoustic search. The Grosse Kurfürst has hydroacoustic search. And I'm so highlighted, I need to get out of here. So I fire up my speed boost. And you see that little gap where all those white torpedoes are going. I don't want a battleship to come through there, so just like the Benson, I send a bunch of torpedoes there. We call it pre-torping. You think where somebody's going to be, you send this set of torps there, and with the hydroacoustic search running, the enemy Grosse Kurfürst should see those torpedoes coming. He'll see them coming, he will reverse, avoid them, but he doesn't push into our team. So that's the idea. I get some shots on him through the gap there. Unfortunately, our west side has completely and utterly collapsed. It's literally the Benson and the Petra trying to hold them. And then I noticed all 6 of my torpedoes hit, and I get a flood. That Grosse Kurfürst, even though he had hydroacoustics running, ran into all 6 torpedoes. Good heavens. With the aggressor push on the west side, the enemy has unfortunately turned both A and B caps, and while we are ahead on points and on ships, they are now ahead on points generation. And that means only one thing. I need to go as fast as possible and throw as much high explosive at battleships as possible. I get 2 fires on this Yamato. I do not know why this Yamato still kept pushing so aggressively. I see a North Carolina coming in, and since I'm heading north, I might as well start shooting at him. He's going to be the better target. Now, one of the beauties of the Marceau is when I'm going so fast, and I get 2 fires on the North Carolina, when I'm going this fast, people will shoot at me once, maybe twice, realize I'm too fast, and just stop shooting at me. And there's a 3rd fire, and the North Carolina damage controls the fire. Oops, and I get hit by a nasty shell there that manages to knock an engine. But I am going just ham here. 51 knots. That North Carolina gets behind an island and decides he's had enough, but my last shell set a fire on him. This Yamato is pushing in like an absolute mad lad, and I don't know why. But we are focusing on him. Myself, the Benson, and this Atago. And the moment he puts out one fire, we set more fires. You can see the Iowa at the back there. He's decided that he's not part of this push, and he is going to abandon that cap. I get another fire on the Yamato. And the problem with going so fast is that sometimes I almost go out of range without realizing it. So I need to slow down, or I need to turn back towards the target. Now, you'll see Jeff in his Republic and Jack in his Ohio South with their Puerto Rico. They were having problems with a Z-52 destroyer as well as a booster. And they said, hey, can you come and help us just flush these guys out, please? Atago finishes off the Yamato. And I've got my Witherer already. Now, my Witherer achievement is set doing 60,000 damage with fires. And you'll see I'm on 189,800 damage there, of which 60,000 has all been done just with fires. So without my speed boost, I'm still doing 46 knots. Speed boost will be up in just under 50 seconds. And I'm heading south to go and help the clan mates there. Unfortunately, as you can see, that Talon over there, he's going to die quickly. He tried to take the cap quite valiantly, but he paid the price. Thankfully, down south, the Puerto Rico has killed the Z-52, so it's only the booster that Jeff and Jacket has to deal with. The Hissy Yang kills a Massachusetts B here in the picture, and Jacket in his Ohio kills the booster, so I don't need to go there. Now I see those torpedoes, and you'll see their icons are a little bit different. They are what's called deep water torpedoes. So I know the Hissy Yang has fired his torps. I can really charge him. His torpedoes can't hit me. His torpedoes aren't even reloaded. And my speed boost is loaded up again. So, that Iowa that fled south, I see him over there. I see our Bismarck going in. He is now capping B that I tried to cap for flippin' ages. But I want to find this Hissy Yang because he is a big danger to my friends in the Republic and the Ohio. They are both battleships and he can torpedo both of them. So I'm detected. My surface detection is terrible. And there's the Hissy Yang. And he tries to smoke up. I didn't even fire a second salvo there. He was just gone. And while I'm at speed, and I've got 3 minutes of speed boost left, I might as well close the distance on this Iowa and start farming him. So this Iowa obviously wanted to come here, cut off the 2 battleships and possibly the Puerto Rico. Now, they're clicking up there. There's a North Carolina. I cannot help them with that. We have 7 ships remaining and they've got only 4. And with the Marceau coming at you and spamming HE at all times, as the Atago kills the Ibuki. Good job. There's not only 3 of them. Cleveland, the North Carolina, and this Iowa. And I'm just going absolutely ham on this Iowa. He is not surviving this. And I can almost feel this guy's frustration. Jagged gets his Confederate, and I get High Caliber. Having a fantastic game here. The Bismarck in our team kills the Cleveland, and therefore it is now only the North Carolina and this Iowa. And this Iowa will damage control a single fire And I'll set one more again. The other idea is always to keep him spotted and highlighted so that he can't, what we call, go dark. He can't go undetected and heal up. So what he has to do now the whole time is he has to just run. You'll notice he will hit me every once in a while, but I'm so fast he basically glances off me. Like there. He did a little bit of damage. So the Puerto Rico says get back, and I'm like, this guy's got fuck all health left. I'm not going to get back now. Get fucked. And just like that, the North Carolina dies as well. And let's have a look at the after stats screen. 448,000 credits, 233,000 damage, 8,700 XP, 2,500 free XP, high caliber and witherer, 2 kills, 6 torpedo hits, which is usually unusual. And if we look at the top of the standings, I'm at the top of the team with my friend Jagged second. Inez, Ohio, we certainly did our bit. Ladies and gentlemen, I really hope you enjoyed this Marceau replay. And stay safe out there. And yeah, we'll speak to you soon. Take care. Cheers.